the sound these cats put down. When I saw this short fat guy stretch a band between his toes, hey, I laughed so hard 'cause the band got down when it finally reached his nose. Hey, y'all, prepare yourself for the rubber band. Whoa. You never heard a sound like the rubber band. Man, you're bound to lose control when the rubber band starts to jam. Got that rubber band up on his toes, and then he wriggled it up around his nose. Guaranteed to blow your mind. Playing all the music, yes, keeping time. How in the world did he learn that? Oh, Lord. Well, help me get away. Prepare yourself for the rubber band, man. You'll never heard a sound like a rubber band. Whoa, you got to lose control. Starts to jam. Rubber band, rubber band. How much of this stuff do we think we can stand? So much rhythm, grace, and debonair for one man? No. And then he had the nerve to twinkle his left toe, but through his knee, got the feeling in his head, y'all. Oh, come on, baby.
Well, we're 1 minute after the hour of 9 o'clock. Good morning. It is the Spinners. Get ready. Coming up next is the greatest hits. Within studio, special guest Michael Land. All coming up next just for you right here on Lake Kiwi Radio Online.
This is the home of the greatest hits. We're Lake Kiwi Radio Online Seneca, serving the world with the greatest hits of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and the 90s at lkradio.online.
Well, whether you like us or you don't like us, we're back. That's right, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Land, longtime listener to Jazzy Jeff. And when we talk long time, we're talking, let's see, how many years? Let me see if we can think about this. We put WCCP FM on the air April the 8th of 1993. So we're coming up on what, 30 years? Almost 30 years. Now, you got to get up in that microphone. There you go. Get in the frame this morning.
About 39.
We go back to the days of the late, great Tommy Powell. Are you ready for this one?
Yes, sir.
I'm fishing and wishing with Tommy Powell again. I've got my bait. All I need is a little luck. With Tommy Powell, I'm doing fine. Thinking about reeling the big ones in.
Yes, sir.
I told you I was going to surprise you.
You sure did, brother.
I know the official theme for wishing and fishing.
Yep, you do. You sure do, brother. You sure do.
How many Tams concerts have we seen through the years?
Oh, man. I'm about to go back and look back on my date to start remembering the dates, man, because, like I said, I went and seen them last night.
Yeah, and they were at Pickens last
yes,
night,
yes.
up there at the, was it the Old Mill?
Old Market Mill.
Old Market Mill, which is the old Ryobi plant.
Yes.
So the Tams were there last night.
And Little Texas is going to be there tonight.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
So,
how about that?
folks, y'all need to come out and definitely see it. I'm telling you, Little Red is still Little Red.
Yeah.
The boy still got some moves, man.
He's still got moves,
Yeah.
and he's going to be in Seneca July 3rd.
And I will be there July 3rd.
You better be.
Because if I'm not, I won't hear the end of it, bro.
So we'll have to talk about the Tams in 1995.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember Ted Garrison Arena?
Yes, sir, I do. I try not to think about it, Jeff, because I mess around and be done told on myself. So, we keep that between me and you.
Yeah. Do you remember what we did with Joe Pope?
Yeah, I sure do. I won't forget that one. I wish we'd have videoed that,
Coach
man.
Crawford was so livid.
He was.
But I'll tell you what, he sure did sound good.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, we back in those days, me and you might be in prison if we do that today.
Yeah, there was some things
Yeah.
in our broadcasting career that, but yeah, let's just say that we helped Joe Pope out just a
Yes,
little
we
bit.
did. We sure did.
Yeah,
man.
and the more he drank, the better he sounded.
Kept feeding it to him, man.
Yeah, and Coach Dito was not pleased with
no,
us
he
at that
wasn't.
evening. But he did perform a great concert.
Yes,
so
he did.
Michael Land is going to be joining us. We're going to reminisce about 30-something years, and it has been a lot of water run under the bridge.
Yeah, we've like I said, me and you go back that many years.
Yes, we
Jeff,
do.
And we have our ups and downs. We might disagree on something, but you know what? I don't look at you as a friend. I look at you more as a big brother.
That's exactly right.
Because
that's the
we
way
go
it's
back
been.
that far,
That's
man.
the way it's been through the years.
But
nobody's going to agree on everything.
No.
But for the most part, we agree on everything.
You're right about that, man.
And when it comes to our beach music, we love our Carolina beach
You're
music.
right about that.
So that's what we're going to do, another beach music show. That's right. We've done 3 in a row this the past few weeks. And that's what we're going to do this week. So we're going to have a lot of fun. And we already got some folks that are checking in this morning. Let me pull this one up. BJ Cavan has become another friend, and he is a former radio personality in Spartanburg. He lives in Florida now. And he says, good morning from Little Low South of the new Clemson South, which, by the way, how about Trevor Lawrence
and
ET down there in Jacksonville together.
Right.
And did you see what the mayor of Jacksonville did?
Yes.
The
you're
lights of
talking
the
about
bridge? Yeah.
Yes,
That was.
I actually got that picture. I actually saved that picture. And I said it would never, ever be deleted off my phone.
That is awesome.
It is.
Yeah, it is. So,
It really is.
and just think about it, Coach Urban Meyer and with Trevor Lawrence and all of that. That's weird. But
Urban ain't too thrilled about this because I can go back and if I remember when Urban Meyer was coaching at Ohio State, we'll put that 35 to nothing on him.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, should have kept that really ratty old Jaguar shirt is what it is, like BJ said. You should have.
Yes.
And now they're coming back in style all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So good morning to you, BJ, and everybody else online. Let's get started with some of the best in Carolina beach music this morning, just like this group right here. You and I love Chairman of the Board. It's called Don't Walk Away. Chairman of the Board, General Johnson, here on the greatest hits on this Saturday morning. It's the greatest hit, Sunny 107. Well, no, wait a minute. We're not on Sunny this week. I'm sorry. We're on Sunny next week. I forgot. Yeah, that's just my mind. I have to admit, I'm 45 years old, and my mind is not as sharp as it once was.
Oh, boy, you telling your age on the radio.
I am.
I mean, last time I checked, I was still 22, Jeff.
Yeah, well, you don't look a day over 16.
Well, I don't feel a day over 16 either, man.
Boy, I do. And I've got the steel and wounds to prove it.
Well, better you than me, man.
Yeah, you even got Bud the Wonder Dog in here this morning.
Bud is my new friend.
Yeah,
just met Bud.
Bud is your new friend. He is the security dog here. You know, we have to have a security dog. You never know.
He's right.
You know, got cats and other things. You haven't met the roar sounds of Tigger yet.
No, I haven't.
Tigger is probably hid under the bed right now. He sleeps under the bed by day and parties at
Party
night.
Oh,
yeah.
You got one of them party cats.
Yes, and I'm afraid so. Oh, me oh my. Let's see. Good morning. For a fun, upbeat beach kind of song, how about some Beach Boys, perhaps Surfing USA?
Hey, that sounds like a winner.
That does sound pretty good, doesn't it? All right. David, hold on. I'll get that on for you coming up in just a few moments. Oh, me oh my. Now, there's a song that we used to play all the time, and I'm going to go over here real quickly. I don't know if I've got it, but let me see if I can pull it up here real quick. I'm going to do this live this morning if the computer system will cooperate. Well, no, it's not working this morning. Go back to the days of WCCP. There we go.
That's
where nothing worked.
No, you're right about that, man.
Hey, we were the only radio station I know that would show up weekly at pawn shops to buy CD players. But George had to get his deals in.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
man.
George could. I don't know. He just had the gift of knack or something. But
really
we
did,
had to show up at pawn shops all across the players, and they'd work for about a week, and then we'd start playing CDs, and they'd start skipping. So back to the pawn shop we would go. So let's see if I can find it. Let's see. You got to give me a second. You're going to remember this song. Oh my gosh, you're going to remember this.
It'll probably make me fall out of the chair.
It is going to make you fall out of the chair. I have it.
Oh boy.
So are you ready?
Let me hear it.
All right, we're going to crank it up. This is from the Tams, and it's the 14 Karat Gold Band. Do you know what the song is?
I'm thinking. The Horse?
The Horse, yes!
I knew it was coming.
Here's the Tams this morning at 16 minutes after 9. Oh, man, this brings back memories, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Tommy Powell, the Scoreboard Show.
That's it. Every Friday night.
The 14 Karat Gold Band and the Tams this morning here on the Greatest Hits. It's 20 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock, and there's one from the past that we all remember.
Yes, sir.
Friday night scoreboard show. This morning, Michael Land's in the studio. He is a longtime listener and been a friend. We're giving our age again.
Yeah, we
but 30-plus years. Matter of fact, my whole career.
Yep.
Because I started when I was 14, and I just celebrated my 30 years. So it's 28, 29 years that you have followed me and listened to me.
Right.
And that Friday night right there, that song, every Friday night, the scoreboard show.
If you didn't hear that on a Friday night, you wasn't on the right station.
That's right. You were on the wrong station.
Yes, sir.
Or, that brings back a lot of great memories. So we're talking about radio this morning. One of the most interesting contests of WCCP. Tommy drove this old Chevrolet. No, it was an Oldsmobile.
Oldsmobile.
It was gray in color. Daggum things about to fall apart. Every time you crank it up, it was smoked.
Yep.
So we got this grand idea. And, you know, Tommy was a heavy smoker. He loved to smoke his cigarettes and drink his coffee. And most radio people in the day used to do that. Yep. I'm guilty of that. But he had a contest of how many cigarette boxes that we had in his car. Yeah, I mean, we're talking, they were thousands.
Yes, there was.
Every time you'd open the passenger door, they would all fall out.
Yep.
And so we did a contest one time, and we gave away something. I can't remember what we gave away, but I think it wound up being like over 5,000 cigarette packs of Marlboro Reds that he had in his car. And that's exactly what he smoked. But we had somebody call in and guess, and we they came up and got their picture taken.
Yeah. I remember that.
This was way before social media.
Right,
the social media hadn't even been thought about.
Nope.
Matter of fact, the internet hadn't even.
No.
We weren't even streaming online.
Nope, sure wasn't.
This was all just over the air stuff that we'd done.
Yep.
But man, that brings back a lot of great memories. The cigarette cartons, Marlboro Reds.
And every time I see a pack of Marlboro Reds, I start laughing. And I think of Tommy.
You do. You think of Tommy.
I can't remember. I said, Tommy, can I something? I said, he said, well, open the door and get something. So when I opened the door, and my gracious, I'm like, Tommy, do you not ever clean your car? He's like, no. Every time I empty a pack, I toss it. So, but he was a dear good friend of mine too, and I miss him. And
we all miss him. We really do.
It was some good Saturday mornings with him. It was hilarious.
Fishing and wishing with Tommy Powell again. Yes,
like you said, fishing and wishing.
Because Tommy, let me explain something about that program. It was everything but fishing.
Yep.
Okay. So somebody would call in and they would ask the question, well, how's the fishing on Lake Hartwell this week? Well, I was down there just the other day and caught a couple of stripers. And let me tell you something, he ain't been out of the daggum radio station.
No, sir.
He didn't step foot, but he could
he could do it.
Yep, he could do it.
And he would have people believing it.
Yes. And then there was the incident one Saturday morning when he showed up to the radio station. Yeah. And he had this gentleman that used to listen to him. His name was Scooter from Mobile, Alabama. And
never forget old Scooter.
And you know, Scooter was challenged. He had some issues, bless his heart.
Yep.
But Scooter drove his moped from Mobile, Alabama to Clemson, South Carolina, and showed up at 6 a.m. And I think it freaked Tommy out because Tommy called me. He said, can you get down here? There's somebody out here in a moped. And I got down there and realized when I heard the voice, I said, that's Scooter. So I let him in. And, But, those are just some of the many memories.
It really was.
I'm going to share another one later on in the morning. I don't know if you'll remember this one, but there was the evening after we'd got done with a baseball broadcast. We used to do the pregame show at Clemson Baseball, and we pulled around the corner of Lawrence Road, and there was a blue light special in front of the radio station.
Oh.
Yeah, the board op.
I heard about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll share that one coming up in a little bit here. All right, weather forecast for today. It's going to be sunny with high near 77 degrees tonight, mostly clear, low around 53. And then for Sunday, partly sunny with high near 80 degrees. Sunday night, rain likely after 4 a.m., mostly cloudy with low around 62. And then some rain showers for Monday with high near 78 degrees. And then for Monday night, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, and the low around 66 degrees. We got a good chance of showers and thunderstorms all next week, kind of like a little summertime pattern. But this weekend's going to be gorgeous. Nice out there. Currently, right now here, we are, well, I've got two different temperatures. One says 73 degrees and the other one says 59. So let's split it and say it's 65. That sounds much better than anything I could come up with.
Right.
All right, so there you go. Sunny Skies, Michael Land's in the studio, longtime listener and friend, and we are playing the greatest hits. Let's see, David, you wanted some Beach Boys this morning, so let's play some Beach Boys. Let's dig back into the archives to the 1960s, and let's do a little Surfing USA this morning. Here on the greatest hits.
Everybody had an ocean across the USA. Then everybody be served like California. You see them wearing their baggies, Warachi sandals too, a bushy blonde hairdo, surfing USA. You'll catch them surfing at Del, Ventura County line, Santa Cruz and Trent, Australia's Caribbean, all over Manhattan, and down the Meany Way. Everybody's gone surfing USA. We'll all be planning out a route we're gonna take real soon. We're waxing down our surfboard, we can't wait for June. We'll all be gone for the summer, we're on safari to stay. Tell the teacher we're surfing USA. Hangar Beach and Swan, Pacific Palisades, San Onofre and Sun, Redondo Beach and LA, all over La Jolla and Waimea Bay. Everybody's gone surfing USA. Everybody's gone surfing USA. Everybody's gone surfing USA. Everybody's gone surfing USA.
There's a dance called a shag. If you don't know how it's done, take your partner by the hand, move your feet, let's have some fun. There ain't nothing like shagging. It's something you won't get tired of. There ain't nothing like shagging when you're shagging with the one you love. When you've learned the basic moves, then add something new. Let the music have control and for that girl around a time or two. There ain't nothing like shagging, honey. It's something you won't get tired of. There ain't nothing like shagging when you're shagging with the one you love. You can have a real good time shagging with a friend, but when you shag with the one you love, you hope that that will never end. There ain't nothing like shagging, something you won't get tired of. There ain't nothing like shagging when you're shagging with the one you love.
Great Joe Pope, and there ain't nothing like shagging, long as you're doing the American version. Here we go. We're talking about shagging again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ask people every time that we play that song, you must look up the definition of what the British version of shagging means, okay? There's a whole different connotation.
Yeah.
If you're ever going to the UK or London or to Great Britain, make sure that you don't walk up and ask somebody to shag.
You better not.
You better not, because you would be very embarrassed.
You would.
It's a big difference
really
from
would.
our shagging to their shagging. Well, both of them leads to shagging.
Hey, we was talking about Joe Pope.
Joe Pope, yep, my friend.
We ain't gonna tell nobody that, man. I'm just still thinking about it in my mind. You know, it's weird just to have fun with somebody and to make them really sing.
Yeah,
is to do what we did. But the dude put on the show, man.
He could put on a show, a heck of a show. And the thing about it is, we're talking about Little Red earlier.
Right.
Little Red made a promise years ago to Joe Pope. Mm-hmm. And that promise was that he would never let the Tams die.
Exactly.
Little Red and I are the same age.
Yep.
We're 45. We're the same age. And he has just as much energy as he did when he was in his teens. Playing. And now they got was the Little Tams there last night with him?
You talking about the son?
Yeah, the son.
I don't think the son was there last night. And I'm telling you, when Little Red leaves,
those they're being groomed right in the same place.
And he got moved just like his dad.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And he's a well smart kid.
And then
he's very mannered.
Yeah, Joe and Charles.
Yep.
And Charles went on he just passed away about 3 or 4 years ago. Joe's been gone from us for about 10, 15 years.
Yep, somewhere.
But we brought them to Ted Garrison Arena.
Man,
what was my morning show partner's name at the time? Deborah D?
Deborah D's.
I wonder where she's at now.
Last time I seen Deborah D, she was in Easley. I have probably lost contact with her over the last 10, maybe 15 years.
She was my morning show partner
She was.
about a year.
Yep.
And then she moved on when I was doing the morning show on WCCP.
Matter of fact, she was living right behind the hot spot, right there off of Highway 8 in Easley.
In Easley.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I don't know where she's at now.
I don't either. I've lost all touch with a lot of folks. I still remember where Barry Clement's at. Barry and I are still friends on Facebook. And then George, who owned the radio station, George and his wife Faye are living in North Myrtle Beach. Right. They moved down there. Right. But, there was a lot of good people that came through WCCP.
It really was.
I mean, that was where I spent my 15-year career in broadcasting down there.
Did.
And then I took over. I was still the chief engineer of the FM when we changed the format to all sports, and that was December of '97.
Yep.
God, I remember that day.
You remember? No, we ain't gonna talk about the ACC baseball tournament. Let's not go there.
Why not? Why not?
All I can remember was listening to it,
and all of a sudden, shh.
Like, okay, I'm adjusting the knob. I'm doing this. I'm like, what is wrong? Nobody tells us nothing.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden, the people start calling the radio station and they're telling them that it's a power failure. It's because of failure to pay the bill.
You're right, a power failure
of epic proportions.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There's been some moments like that in radio. I mean, everybody's got their own story that spent many years in it, 30 years, but there was one story. I'll share this one. I told you this one there early. We were going to share it. But Tommy and I had just come back from a, we were at ACC. No, we're Clemson. Right. We used to do a pregame show before the baseball game. Mm-hmm. And we had that old ugly trailer. Remember that daggum orange beat up piece of trailer? Yeah. So as we were turning the curve there at the studio, it's a blue light special. We saw Pickens County deputies. There was Clemson City and the highway patroopers.
Yep.
And there's the board operator sitting out front. Nobody running the radio station. He's in handcuffs and somebody else is in handcuffs with him. And Tommy and I pulled up. And you remember Margaret? Margaret Thompson. She was deputy.
Sweetest lady in the world.
She's a nice lady. She said, well, boys, we got a problem. And when Margaret does that, says, boys, we got a problem. Well, they wouldn't let us. We couldn't get in the radio station until they cleared it and made sure. Yep. But apparently, the board ops friends was selling drugs out of the radio station.
I tell you, man, it was some weird days back
Oh,
then,
man.
You never knew that was happening.
Yeah. And no, it's the radio station just sitting there running. Nobody. Every time they would call for a break, it just sits there dead air.
Dead air.
Because they wouldn't let us in until they brought the dog in to go through.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's moments I'll never forget.
No.
Well, Greg Kelly checks in this morning and says, good morning, Jeff. Greg, good morning to you. He's one of the O'Kelly clan from Seneca.
O'Kelly?
Yeah.
Okay.
You remember Chris O'Kelly?
Chris O'Kelly.
Used to do radio
Yep.
here. It's his brother. Chris is in Augusta, Georgia now.
Okay.
And he has been down there with Beasley Broadcast for a few years. Remember T. Gentry?
T. Gentry.
Okay, T. Gentry's from Seneca.
Okay.
And they're together. Chris and T work together
Right.
in Augusta, Georgia.
Good, man.
But now Ronnie O'Kelly, part of the other clan, he's still mayor pro tem of Seneca.
Okay.
And he's the leader up at Scenic Chevrolet, I might add.
Scenic Chevrolet.
Chevrolet.
I need to go see him.
Yeah, you do. Tell him that Lake Kiwi Radio sent you.
I sure will.
All right, let's see who else we got this morning. Every time I think of the British version of shagging, I think of Austin Powers movies. I do.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up.
Shag. Get that little thing right
Yes,
there.
sir. You want to share?
And a shag.
Yeah.
And Anita just checks in. She says, request for Bud's new romance, Paul Anka's Puppy Love. Now, let me explain this.
Oh, Lord.
Let me explain this. Bud was watching the demonstration, the K-9 demonstration from Thursday
Okay.
for Officer Rogue.
Right.
And Bud fell in love. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Bud just absolutely, hormones went out of whack because he saw Rogue running across so fast, and Bud just thinks, okay, I want to be that dog. And so Bud's in love now.
All right.
Yeah, he's wanting to call the police department and have her come over and respond. Code
That would
3.
be code 3. That would
Yeah,
be,
yeah.
that's something, Bud.
Yeah.
I could see Bud doing
I could
that.
see Bud doing that, making up something like, help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you might have some grandkids here later.
Oh, no, Bud is all fixed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That ain't going to do no good.
The scooter is neutered.
I never thought I'd hear that again.
The scooter is neutered. And we're not talking about Scooter Leslie either.
No, sir. Not that scooter.
Oh, boy. The scooter Leslie needs to be neutered.
Yeah. I think I need to find him and have a talk.
I know where he's at.
We need to go take him and have a trip to Greenville or something. Get him taken care
He
of.
lives over in Easley.
Does it?
Yeah, he's still over in Easley. Yeah, he's still the same scooter. Matter of fact, he has got his once-a-year invitation to come over here at some point to the new studio.
Well, I would love to see this.
You knew everywhere how to get here. No
Right,
problem.
right.
Scooter, on the other hand, you got to write it out step for step. And then he still gets lost.
Well, you tell Scooter if he cannot find the direction, just stop by the Whitley Apartments in Central.
And you'll go with
I
him.
will be glad to bring Scooter to your studio. No ifs, ands, or buts.
That's another longtime broadcast friend. Scooter and I go way back.
Yeah.
And you remember growing up listening to Scooter on
yeah.
WANS years ago. Man, he was fun.
He was. He really
Googa
was.
Mugga Mugga, the mouth of the South. Scooter Leslie, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get one on now from, here's a classic one. Remember some Sam and Dave?
Sam
classic?
and Dave, Soul Man.
No. You just don't know what you mean to me.
Baby, don't you worry
About your man.
Yeah.
Woo!
I'll be coming home as soon as I can. I got love in the palm of my hand. It's got to get back to you soon as I can. You don't know, what you mean to me. You don't know, what you mean to me. You don't know, you don't know.
He also tell all my brothers this. He said, look, I got love in you on my mind.
Sam and Dave here on the greatest hits. It's 20 away from the top of the hour. 10 o'clock. Michael Land, Jazzy Jeff. We are playing the hits for you back to back. Another classic one from the 1980s. Dan Sills now. I want to bob with you, baby, all night long. As the greatest hits roll along here on this Saturday morning.
Put on your bobby socks, baby. Roll up your old blue jeans. There's a band playing down at the Armory. Knows what rock and roll really means. I want to ride in your 55 T-Bird. Drive through some old memories. I ain't after your body, baby. I just want you to dance with me. I want to bop with you, baby, all night long. I want to bop the night away. I want to make it a night like it used to be, when our hearts were young and our souls were free. I want to bop with you, baby, all night long. I want to bebop you, baby, till the break of dawn. I want to bop you, baby, all night long. I got an old photograph in my pocket. We were still in our teens. Lord knows I feel a lot older now, but you still look the same to me. Don't ever laugh like you used to, and I don't want to see you blue. If you ain't busy tonight and you think it's alright, this is what I want to do. I want to bop with you, baby, all night long. I want to bop the night away. I want to make it a night like it used to be, all in our hearts were young and free. I want to bop with you, baby, all night long. I want to bebop you, baby, till the break of dawn. I want to bop you, baby, all night long. Let's twist and shout, oh, just like in the good old days. Baby, watch out, you know I just can't stand it when you look at me that way. I wanna bop with you, baby, all night long. I wanna bebop you, baby, till the break of dawn. I wanna bop you, baby, all night. I wanna bop you, baby, all night long. I wanna bebop you, baby, till the break of dawn. I wanna make it a night like it used to be, when our hearts were young and our souls were free. I wanna bop you, baby, all night long. I wanna bebop you, baby, till the break of dawn. I wanna make it a night like it used to be, when our hearts were young and free.
Dan Sills and I want to bop with you all night long. 9:43 this morning here on the greatest hits. And I was looking over here at this computer screen. Coming at the 10 o'clock hour, I kind of tell everybody, who's the birthdays, if they're celebrating a birthday, and, what's this day in history and stuff like that. But did you know that today is World Naked Gardening Day?
World
Naked Gardening Day. Well, I'm going to go out in the front yard and plant some rocks today, naked.
Well, I might. Hopefully, my next door neighbor's not planting a garden today, because that would. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
You'll have a nightmare. Basically, is what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I figured that would happen. But yeah, so grab your, throw your clothes off and go outside and get one in nature.
Amen.
Get on the floor and dig up a hole or something.
Make sure you plant plenty of green maters, not tomatoes, maters.
Maters, yeah,
Maters.
yeah. Pecans or pecans?
Pecans.
Pecans, that's right. That's good. Yeah, yeah. Taters or potatoes?
Taters.
Taters, yeah, yeah. Soup and salad.
Yeah.
I feel a trip coming to Clemson. Have you tried the new restaurant in Clemson? What is it, Big Boys?
I have not tried that one. I tried the one over in Easley.
Dude, you got to try it, Clemson.
You know what? That would probably be.
It'll put you right. It'll put you right on over the edge.
Well, as long as that lake's right there, if it pushes me over the edge, I can go swimming now.
Well, you better be careful because it might fall off. You know, it is kind of getting a little too heavy down there.
It is. It really is.
I've seen the pictures, and I know that you travel through in there. You know this as well as I do.
Right.
The traffic around Chick-fil-A in Clemson is getting worse. Yeah.
Before long, that traffic will be backed up to Highway 93.
Yes.
As you come off
it's
the
coming.
exit. Yeah.
It's coming. And there's so much development going on in there.
Is.
Did you ever think in our lifetime that you would ever see that much development just in that one little area?
Never. I mean, easily and Greenville and Clemson
are all going to connect along with Seneca, and we're seeing it now.
Yeah.
It's coming. We have the new dealership at Lake Kiwi Ford is opening up down there. That. They're clearing off for building other properties down 123, so the Seneca-Clemson corridor is going to connect.
Right.
And going towards Greenville.
And I just see where they're building right there in Central, I
Yeah.
think it is, where they're building new apartments.
Yes.
I mean, a lot has changed since the time when I was in the military. I haven't been downtown Clemson in probably maybe 10, 12
You're
years.
not missing anything.
Well, I rode down through there, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, where are you at?
Yeah.
You don't recognize it.
No, when I was going downtown, there was no such thing as
the high-rise condos
now
and the
it's
parking
everything.
deck. It's everywhere. I know.
and-
And that's the sad thing of it. I know that sometimes we have to have progress,
Yeah.
but I kind of like responsible progress.
Right.
And I don't think what I have seen so far has been responsible progress.
It's irresponsible.
And it used to be that the Clemson University and the city of Clemson had a great town and gown relationship. That doesn't exist anymore.
It does not.
They're the people that made that, like Mayor Larry Abernathy.
Right.
We love Mayor Abernathy.
I really liked
He
him.
was a great guy, spoke from his heart, had the best interests of Clemson, but it was a different time, a different era. And now it's not the same.
It's not.
And people talk about that. Well, they don't understand what the meaning of the Clemson family actually was. We do. We knew. We worked there. We were there when times were lean and you couldn't even fill the stadium up.
Now,
And now you can't get a ticket to watch the game.
You can't get no tickets. If you want to go see the girls softball,
you're out of luck.
Out of luck.
You're out of luck.
So-
And it's just gone in a way that I would never have guessed it.
Me neither.
But it doesn't exist anymore. And
No,
that's I have the memories, and I know people talk about, well, we have to change. It's progress. Well, not really. Yeah, that's not progress. We went in a different direction from what the original meaning of the Clemson family used to be.
I remember back, on the Saturdays after a home football game.
Oh yeah,
You
enjoy
go downtown Clemson, you had Chanello's Pizza.
You could
had
enjoy
this.
yourself.
Now you go down there, you got this bar. It's not
It's
the same.
everywhere. It's not the same. It is not the same. And the sad thing of it is, it will never be like it once was.
It was not be that way back in the early 80s.
No, we remember those days, and they were fun.
was.
We enjoyed them. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. So anyway, it's just remember, it's World Naked Gardening Day today.
Well, after I do this show, I might send you a video of me out there.
Please,
setting my garden.
please do. I mean, I'm so excited. I'd like to share it on social media if I can.
You're not going to share this with no. Then I will have 50 new people sending me friend requests. I'm not accepting no friends right now.
Well, see, speaking of friend request, we have had one that just come through from a listener this morning. Now, I can't pronounce his name. Badiasa Haja from the UK has requested to become a friend of Lake Kiwi Radio Online. Said that he was listening and he wanted to add on to what the British version of shagging means. Yeah. Well, I'm accepting that very carefully this morning. So
yeah, you might want to think that
yeah,
one
we
over
may
for a minute,
may have to
because
rethink
we'll be
that
sitting here
over.
looking like Austin Powers.
The spy who shagged me.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good morning to Miss Janetta Martin checks in this morning. We appreciate her checking in. She's a dear, sweet little lady from a friend of ours here.
Oh, yeah?
Her, Lori's mom and Miss Janetta used to own the lunchbox in Seneca there at the corner where Yield Sandwich Shop was at, right next door to the Yield Sandwich Shop. Okay. And they had some of the best sandwiches and ice cream years ago. Oh, I can still taste that.
Why do you always get on the air and talk about ice cream?
And food.
Because that is my middle name.
Ice cream? Michael Ice Cream?
Yeah.
What's your favorite ice cream?
Believe it or not, butter pecan.
Oh, my gosh. Butter pecan, yeah.
That's the only one I eat.
I used to love black cherry years ago.
Never had it.
It's good. Black cherry, it's really good. Black cherry years ago now.
Yeah, it's probably.
But the best ice cream I ever had, right down in Clemson, the peach.
Oh my gosh!
In the old agricultural building.
Yes, sir.
Not the new 55 Exchange. I'm talking about where it was made right there with Clemson milk and Clemson peaches. You talking about something good? Holy
Yes,
cow!
sir. I can remember getting some ice cream from there.
Gosh, now that's good stuff right there. Yep. Well, it's time to get back into the music. How about a little Mel and Tim this morning? A little backfield in motion. Gonna have to penalize you at 10 away from the top of the hour.
Backfield in motion, yeah. I'm gonna have to penalize you. Backfield in motion, baby. You know that's against the rules. Offside and holding, yeah. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, baby. Offside, yeah. Holding on to someone else. You know you're cheating, baby. Faking goodbye. You know you're bunking, baby. Oh, yeah. Strike three, you're out, and I caught you with your backfield in motion. Yeah, I'm gonna have to penalize you. Backfield in motion, baby. You know that's against the rules. First down, you start cheating on me. Second down, I was too blind to see. Third down, you know I love you so. Fourth down, baby, I got to let you go. 'Cause I caught you with your backfield in motion. Yeah, I'm gonna have to penalize you. Backfield in motion, baby. You know that's against the rules. Now you see, just how I feel. Never believe it, baby. You beat me to the punch, honey, but you hit me below the belt, and I caught you with your backfield in motion. Yeah, I'm gonna have to penalize you. Backfield in motion, baby. You know that's against the rules. Backfield in motion, offside and hold. Backfield in motion, double trim, baby. Backfield in motion, flipping honey.
You don't know how I feel. You'll never know how I feel. Oh, when I needed you to come around, you always tried to bring me down. Oh, but I know, girl, believe me when I say that you are surely gonna break down, but it's alright, girl. You can hurt me, but it's alright. Hey, now one day, you will see, you'll never find a guy like me who'll love you right, both day and night. You'll never have to worry, 'cause it's all fine. Oh, but I'm telling you, girl, and I know that it's true, that I wasn't made to love only you, girl, but it's alright, girl. You can hurt me, but it's alright. Go on, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My baby. Oh, yeah. I said it's alright, girl. They say it's alright, girl. Now there's one thing I wanna say. Hey, yeah, you'll meet a guy who'll make you pay. He'll treat you bad and make you sad, and you will ruin the love you had. Oh, but I hate to say I told you so, but baby, you just got to reap what you sow, girl. But it's alright, girl. You are paying now, but it's
Jackson, and it is all right at 9:54. Michael Land, Jazzy Jeff, the greatest hits. You're on Lake Erie Radio Online. Melinda checks in and says, great music today. My favorite ice cream was lemon custard. But you're right, Jeff. It's not the same taste at the 55 at the Hendricks Center as it was at the Agricultural Center. Oh, I'm telling my age. I think we all are telling our age.
We are.
I remember going down there on the weekends, particularly on Sunday, when you had to stand in line and wait. Those were the good old days of great ice cream. I can even remember they were making the blue cheese up at the Stump House Tunnel, and that was back in the late 70s.
Yep.
Oh, man, that place has changed. You can't go all the way back to the tunnel. Through the tunnel, you have to – there's a midway point, I think, right before the first open-air shaft.
Yep.
They've got it blocked off now.
It's not the same. I'm telling you, things is not
nothing
like it
is the
used to
same. That's right.
But after the day, Jeff, when I talk the next hour, I'll tell you where I went to school at. You're probably not going to have me back out here because the great late Tom Bass.
Yes, I know where this is heading.
And he asked me, I'll never forget. And I will remember this because I got pulled up on my birthday in the 9th grade.
Yeah, I remember this.
We came to Seneca and played Seneca on their homecoming.
Yeah.
Sport their homecoming.
I remember.
I had 4 touchdowns.
Yep.
And after the ball game, he said, you graduate this year, don't you? I looked at him and bust out laughing. So the 10th grade year, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
At Pickens.
Yeah.
So my senior year come, I looked at Bill Isaac and I said, Coach Isaac, I need to switch jerseys. He said, why? I said, because I'm going to trick Coach Bass. Because Coach Bass and I, he asked me finally, that last ball game, he said, I hope this is the last blankety time I'm going to see you.
That's exactly what Tom Bass would have said.
And I asked him, I said, Coach, what is it that you don't like about me? He said, son, you killed us. And I switched jerseys. My senior year, I went from
Was that right there at the early 80s?
Yes.
That would have been about 82, 83?
Yes, 82.
Okay. Because I want to go back a few years. Pickens High School and Seneca had a huge rivalry.
Yes, we did.
And let me think here. Was it 1974 or 73 that the streak came to an end? Pickens had beat Seneca for years and years. And it was in a last-second touchdown that Seneca won. It was 7-6.
That's when they broke the streak.
And I think that was in 73 or 74. Well, that's right. That's when the streak was broken. Yeah. But prior to that, Seneca had not won against Pickens. And that was the night that they tore the field goal post down at Gillette Field. It happened at Seneca. Yep. And it was amazing. I've heard some stories for some old-time ball players. But you played against, in 82,
Clarence K.
Ozzie Wright. And Eddie Adams.
Yep.
Yep, and you remember Eddie when we did the broadcast football together.
Right.
So, man, that goes way back.
Yeah, and I thought about that when I was driving out here this morning. I said, man, when I get out there and tell these people I played at Pickens.
We're okay with that. You just didn't play at Daniel. And see, that rivalry is not as good.
It's not.
It's not the same as it once was because that rivalry between Seneca and Daniel was for the marbles every year.
It really was.
Every time you play the two, you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
Seneca could have the worst season and still come up and win, or Daniel the same way. Yep. And some of the biggest games that I've ever seen in high school football occurred between, thank you so much, our lovely barista this morning. Got it? Yep, we got it. We thank you so much for that. We got refreshed on our coffee
but
here.
I think the best rivalry, and it was a good rivalry. Seneca and Pickens never had. It was a rivalry game.
But we never had that.
You never seen punches thrown.
No, but the Daniel side is different.
Yes.
There was punches thrown. There was an incident happened in the mid-90s at Gillette Field. The bang-bangs were going across. You remember?
I've heard about that.
Yes, I was there.
And that's scary.
I was on the field when that actually happened.
Right.
But those were some of the scariest moments. Even prior to that, Seneca's biggest rival at one time was Walhalla. And they used to play on Thanksgiving Day.
Yep.
Kind of like the Big Thursday game with Clemson and South Carolina.
Yep.
So that goes way back.
Right.
There was a principal at the time of Seneca High School. His name was Mabry, W.P. Mabry, before Harry Hamilton became principal. And he said they were fighting and stuff. He said, well, turn the lights out. So everybody quit fighting. Oh, it just made it worse.
That made it hot.
What now?
She said, "Go Hogs."
Yeah.
I don't even want to
She's-
talk about that one.
She is a graduate of Walhalla High School.
We don't want to talk about
No,
Walhalla.
it's a house divided.
I would hate to tell you how bad we used to beat Walhalla in football, but I'm going to leave that one
I
alone.
remember.
It's
Well,
pretty hard.
I mean, we used to beat them bad too,
You know, my senior year.
but now they're afraid to play us.
Yeah, I can remember my senior year playing them at Pickens homecoming.
Yes.
And Wednesday afternoon, we got through practicing. Coach Isaac took all the seniors over in the corner. He said, "Listen, guys." And he looked dead at me. He said, "Especially you, Land." He said, 125 yards, and I'm pulling you out of the ball game. So the first quarter, I sit on the bench. The second, third, and fourth quarter in sweats. Every senior that was out there, we beat Walhalla 83. I think it was 83-3.
Yeah.
And they only got 3 points in it because they scored on our JV team. They didn't score on the varsity team. We had to put our JV team in. But, you know, it was some good days, and I still remember some of the good days, and I remember some of the bad days. But,
And, there's the other thing that you were talking about. High school football isn't the same as we grew up with. Every Friday night, every little town and community was out there supporting their high school football team, and the same happened here at Seneca. One of the things that I feel, we had Gillette Field. That was Seneca's home football field, but when they moved it to the high school, it changed the dynamics. I'm not happy about that stadium. I know that it had to be built,
Right.
but you can't see anything. The sight lines are you're so far removed.
Right.
And like over at Blue Flame, over at
the hole, as
is it
everybody used to
Brucefield, Brycefield?
Brucefield.
Yeah, okay. You were on top of the action.
Right.
Well, now you're not. You're
not.
removed.
These new schools and new football stadiums are not as everybody always a lot of people will call it Brucefield, but some of the rivalry schools will say we going to the hole to play these country boys.
Right.
But,
Right. Exactly.
And Brucefield was Brucefield, and I give all my I miss Bill Isaac, man. He was like the best one.
And
of the
that was
best
a
coaches.
sad ending to
It
his
really
life.
was. It really was, and I still think about him, because I remember some of the days that I've got my, what handed to me because I was doing stupid stuff in school and
Yeah.
was looking I was looking to get kicked out of school my senior year in high school, and he took me in that office and he told me, "Son, I'm going to treat you just like you my child." And from that day forward, when he got through with me, I was a total different kid, and him and Tom Bass,
They came from the same mold.
yeah.
And coaches such as Tom Bass and Bill Isaacs, even Dick Singleton at Daniel,
Yep.
they all came from that hard-nosed, hard football of the 60s, 50s, and 60s. You get down in there, and if you come to practice, you got to practice.
Yep.
You come to play your best.
Yep.
Those kind of coaches, we don't have anymore.
We don't have them no more.
No.
And
If we do have those kind of coaches, they can't coach. Because that just doesn't fit the mold of you won't let Johnny do so-and-so and that. And that's the sad thing of the whole thing.
Really is.
We're thankful at Seneca that we do have someone that came from, and that's
right.
Coach Crane. We have David Crane.
Yep.
And we're thankful that we actually have that.
Yep.
But there's still things of dynamics that are happening that Coach Crane still can't do. If he tried to do what Tom Bass did, jerk a football player by the head and throw him down,
he's gonna get
he's gone.
See, and that's what you call. I didn't mind getting disciplined because it made me be a better player.
A better player, but it also
now-
made you a better person.
Right now,
Yeah.
you got these coaches out here now
That can't. They can't
they're
coach.
buddy with their football.
That's right. Yeah,
And
they
you gotta
can't
discipline
coach.
the buddy, and they can't coach. So
That's exactly right. They can't, and that's the problem.
Yep.
So, but anyway, we are now at 3 minutes after the hour of 10 o'clock. Good morning to you. We are getting ready to start hour number 2 here of the Greatest Hits. Michael Land's in-studio guest. We're thanking him for being here with us, celebrating and reminiscing and talking about days gone by. Top of the hour time now as we get you on the other side with another set of great Carolina Beach music favorites just for you.
This is the home of the greatest hits. We're Lake Kiwi Radio Online Seneca, serving the world with the greatest hits of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and the 90s at lkradio.online.
Whether you like us or you don't like us, you better learn to love us because Jazzy and Michael is the best thing going today. Oh, woo! You remember that, don't you?
nature boy.
Remember Tommy Powell getting on the air talking? Woo! Woo!
That was his last say-so.
Yeah, that was his last say-so. Now let's do one down from the Four Tops. 7 Lonely Nights, playing the greatest hits. Carolina Beach music for you this weekend. Happy Saturday to you at 5 after 10.
I wanted fame. To become a star was my only aim. And now I've gained the world's acclaim. I'm lonely, still lonely. Oh, I've gained the love I've lost. The memory of your love and your lovely face. Lost love.
Well, the Contours there from the very best of their CD from the 1980s and their big Carolina Beach music hit, Gonna Win You Back, here with Jazzy Jeff, Michael Land. I am waiting. I believe we're going to have a special telephone guest coming up here very, very shortly. Donnie White maybe join us via phone because we got to talk about something that's coming up this week here that we're going to be a part of. Donnie and I will be a part of the grand opening of Publix, which is the new Publix is going to be opening up coming up Wednesday.
Good.
The grand opening starts at 7, and we're going to talk about that. Also, for everyone, we will start talking about this over probably tomorrow. There'll be a promo. We're going to be providing coverage this year for the Seneca High School prom. On Seneca SC Events, because I do work for the city of Seneca with the social media with Seneca SC Events, and we thought it would be a good idea this year to promote that. They're going to do the prom on Ramcat Alley.
Okay.
And I think that's going to be awesome.
Probably so.
It's going to be very cool right there, kind of in an open environment, particularly if you're dealing with COVID-19 and those issues you're worried about. It's an open space.
Event,
It's an open air event, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But we also have Cruising on Main next weekend. That's May 8th. Now, today, May 1st in Salem is their cruise in. So Salem and Seneca kind of swapped around. Donnie is actually, he went to, he covered a wedding. One of his friends got married down at Edisto this weekend.
Okay.
And that's where Donnie's at. So the Salem Car Show comes up this evening. I think that starts at like 5 p.m. There in downtown Salem. But next weekend, Cruising on Main will be in Seneca. That will start at 4 p.m. And I was going to get Donnie and see if we can get some information. So pass that along to everybody. We're excited about that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And all of these events can be watched on Seneca SC Events. Okay. That's Seneca SC Events. That is the Facebook page for the city of Seneca for all events and activities. And we got the grand opening Wednesday and then prom coming up on Friday. Okay. And we were just talking about this individual this morning, Michael. Mm-hmm. Our main man, Dan Alexander, the great mayor of Seneca, has checked in. And, Dan, I wanted to let you know that I did talk to Bud about the girlfriend issues. And, you know, he looked up at me. He said, loving two ain't easy to do.
Right on.
You remember that song,
Loving
William Bell?
two ain't easy to do.
That's right, William Bell. But he said if it doesn't work out, that Penelope will be his second love interest. That's the Mayor Dan's dog. Uh-oh. Yeah, so, Bud, you better make your decision quick. And he looks like he's getting on that. But good morning to Mayor Dan. Look forward to seeing you coming up Wednesday morning, bright and early, 6 a.m., as we'll take to the broadcast on Seneca SC Events. And Seneca's got a lot of new businesses.
I see that.
The Publix has opened up. We've got the new QT. Yep. Do you remember the old hometown food store building in downtown Seneca? Yep. TNR Graphics, they're moving in there. Carolina Casual. Businesses are renovating. Coming up May 5th, we have another business that's opening, Uncle Julio's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's brand new Mexican restaurant in downtown Seneca, and this thing is state of the art.
Right.
They've taken this old building and they have put so much effort and time into it. It is absolutely gorgeous.
I know.
And these are just one of the many businesses in Seneca that are investing and coming in downtown.
Yeah, Seneca one time was looking like a ghost town.
It ain't no ghost town anymore.
And I'm shocked to hear about all these new businesses coming to Seneca with all the stuff that's happened.
Well, when you leave here, take a trip through Ramcat Alley.
I'm going to.
When's the last time you've been through Ramcat Alley?
What's this year? 2021? I think 2019.
Okay, well, go see the whole Ramcat Alley. Every business now is occupied, and they
used to be empty.
It was all empty.
Yeah.
You had the city pool room, and across the street you had the What's Happening Club. You remember that? The What's Happening Club.
Back in the day, man.
And then down on the corner was the Boar's Nest.
Boar's Nest. So I know I'm telling my age now when you mention the What's Happening Club.
Yeah, the What's Happening Club.
Yeah,
but there's so much great things happening.
Right.
And there's also a sidewalk project that they're working on the North First Street that will enhance the downtown area of Seneca, and it's looking forward to it.
Amazing.
Oh, Dan, I know she's upset. I know Penelope's upset, but Bud said, he said that he'll work on that, and he said that he would give her some flowers or something. That's Mayor Dan's dog.
He's shaking his head.
Is he shaking his head?
Yeah, he's shaking his head.
Oh, yeah, he's shaking his head all right. He's snoring down there. Dan says, hey, Michael.
Good morning, Dan.
Checking in with you as well, and so much other good stuff. So, all right, there you go. It's 15 minutes after the hour, 10 o'clock. Jazzy Jeff, Michael Land checking in this morning. Longtime listener and one of my good friends, probably one of my best friends through the years in radio. We've had a lot of fun and still have fun to this day, playing music now from the Iceman. Hey, Western Union man, bring my check to me.
Whoa, Western Union man, send a telegram to my baby. Send a telegram, whoa, send a telegram to my baby. This is what I want you to say. Want you to tell her that I'm all alone. I tried to call her on the phone, tell her I'm in misery and think she's avoiding me. And if the telegram don't do, send a box of candy too, and maybe some flowers. Tell her that I missed her for hours and hours. Send a telegram, hurry up and send a telegram, man, to my baby. You hear what I say? Oh, Western Union man, send a telegram, oh, send a telegram to my baby. Western Union man, hey, send a telegram, oh, send a telegram, oh, send a telegram, man, to my baby. And this is what I want you to do. Listen, tell me, have you got a boy you can see? This is what I want him to do. Put him on his bike right away, see if he can get my message through. Date it tomorrow, but mail it right away. I want the girl to know that I missed her. Something like yesterday. Send a telegram, whoa, send a telegram, man, to my baby. Do you hear what I say? Oh, Western Union man, why don't you send a telegram? Why send a telegram to my baby? Western Union man, send a telegram. Oh, send a telegram, send it right on to my baby. Do you hear what I say? Hey, Western Union man, send a telegram.
End of the spring, and here she comes back. High, 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 high there. Them summer days, those summer days. That's when I had most of my fun back. High, 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 high there. Them summer days, those summer days.
I cry at night when I want to. Out of school, yeah.
County fair in the country sun,
And everything is cool.
Hot fun in the summertime. Hot fun in the summertime. Hot fun in the summertime. Hot fun in the summertime.
First of the fall, and then she goes back. Bye, 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 yeah. Them summer days, those summer days.
It won't be much longer now. Hot fun at the summertime. Sly and the Family Stone at 10 to 21 this morning. I want to say good morning to Kathy Rusk. I don't know, have you ever met Tom Rusk? You've heard me talk about Tom.
I've heard you talk
Tom
about it.
actually does a afternoon show on 103.1 WHQA, the old WRIX, the Life FM, and he also does a gospel show Sunday mornings on 101.7 WGOG. His wife had surgery a couple of weeks ago, had knee replacement.
Ooh.
But Tom has the Mayberry 1. He actually has the Mayberry car that Andy Griffith had from the early 60s. It's an identical replica.
Oh, okay.
And it is awesome. So he brings it out to the car shows and parades and things like that. So we want to say good morning to Kathy and hope that knee gets better. And thanks for checking in with us this morning. But I've in the new thing moving along, I've met a lot of new great people.
That's great.
In radio. Tom is one. Always friendly out there and about in the community. Right. You remember Gary Butts? Gary Butts and I are still good friends.
That's good.
He sits up there at 101.7, and I'm down here in the palatial studios of Lake Kiwi Radio Online. But some of my most fun moments did occur at WCCP.
Right.
But there was also some other moments, too, in broadcasting that were so fun. WS and WWBFM. They were fun too, especially walking in one morning at 5:30 and finding the morning man drunk in his underwear and sitting there talking to himself.
Oh, wow.
He had turned the microphone onto the board, and he was just rambling, just talking to himself, carrying on a conversation. Those are just some of the many fun moments.
Right.
I'm going to write an autobiography at some point, and I'm going to call it From the Mill to the Hill.
And that'll sell.
Yeah, I'm sure it would.
It will.
Because wait till you get to chapter 27, the
boy.
WCCP era.
That one right there is going to be... I might have to buy that book.
You may have to buy that book because I guarantee you that one will be that one will be a lot of fun. Hey, do you remember the time, though, that all of us walked out at WCCP?
I sure do. I remember that just like today, man.
Yeah, we packed up and went to Greenville.
Sure did.
It was Mickey Plyler, Ralph Patterson, Zachary Kick, Ron Scarborough, myself.
And it's like, what happened?
Yeah, we just all packed up and moved over and put 1070, the old WHYZ, back on the air.
Sure did.
Yeah, so that was one of the most fun moments.
And that was a radio station I missed, too.
1070, WHY. Oh, yeah, the Whiz.
The Whiz.
Yeah.
So,
it had a lot of historical importance in Greenville because it was considered the first R&B station of its time in the late 70s. Yep. So, really, honestly, if you think about R&B music and we talk about Carolina Beach music, because it's just a genre of old soul music and R&B music, Motown and things like that, we have to give Wally Mullinax the credit because Wally started the actual kind of first show that featured soul and R&B music back in the late 50s, which was called the Ebony Swing Club, or later known as the Chicken Shack. Yep, the Chicken Shack.
Yep.
And he would take requests in the afternoons. It became one of the most listened to programs on 660 and Dixie, WESC, back in the early 60s. But there was also another guy that was very famous for playing this kind of music, the beach music and the soul music, and that was John R. at WLAC in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Back in the 60s and 70s, they were a 50,000 watt clear channel AM, 1510 WLAC. They featured a lot of this music that we are playing now. They put that on the map. And then, of course, you had a lot of the nightclubs, local nightclubs. And the sad thing of it is, back growing up in that decade, in those eras, that they call this race music. I would never get on the radio this day and age and think of this as race music because it's not. It's music that we have barbecued to, we have shagged to, we've romanced to, we've rode around on the lake to.
Right.
And see, I can't give it that kind of, because this music is very important to me.
Right, it is.
And it's important to a lot of people. But that's what they called it in the 50s and 60s. And, it was a taboo subject right here. Nobody wanted to listen to it, but in the mid-60s, things changed.
Yep.
And sometimes I hope that we never have to go back, and people don't read history books anymore.
No, they don't. And it's sad.
It's very sad. If people would actually read history books and learn from the history of how things were going on and what happened, I don't know if we would be in this shape that we're in today between people and different cultures and things like that. Right. And it's just getting worse.
It is.
I don't want to go see us get back to where it was in the 60s.
Man.
But I'm mighty afraid that we're already there.
Yeah, I know. Just on my way over here this morning, and I was thinking about it, and I say, I'm going to tell my age now because I'm going to say it. I was born in 63.
Right.
And my grandmother wanted me to go to the grocery store with her. Mm-hmm. You know, a 7-year-old kid, not really paying much attention.
Right.
But I noticed when we go to the grocery store, my granny parks in the back.
Yep.
And I was like, Granny,
why
aren't you parking in the front like the other cars? She's like, baby, we're not allowed to go in the front door. I'm going to tell you, and I see it, it's going to get back that way before I leave this world. It might be sometime, but I pray and hope it don't, because I got 2 grandkids. I don't want them to grow up like I had to grow up.
Nobody wants to go through that.
It's sad.
I think that we're locally kind of shielded from a lot of it.
Yeah.
But it's here.
It is.
It's still here. You
and
still
it starts
have
at home.
That's it. That's my point. It starts at home. Yeah. It starts at home, and both races we have issues.
Right.
You have the redneck white trash sitting over here doing the meth and the dope, and you have this over here on this side. But it's the common people like you and I can sit here and have a conversation all day long, and we know. And you know, I wanted to bring. This is one of the things I wanted to bring up. Me and you talking this morning because we've seen it all.
Oh yeah,
around here. Yeah. We know. And again, I think we're shielded from a lot of what we see on the television, the media,
the media.
But for God's sakes, we don't have to go back in history. We don't have to relive all this over.
Nope. And that's what I was telling people.
It's called common sense.
And I mean, because I look at you, I don't even look at your skin color. Matter of fact, I don't look at anybody's skin color. I look at their heart. And like I was telling you on my way over here, it made my eyes teared up because I thought about so much stuff that's happened in the past. And now you're getting older.
Yep.
And you still have people trying to divide black people
and white people in the country. And it goes all the way to the top to the government. It started in 45. It's still going in 46. It started before 45, and it kept on going and going and going all the way back.
And I mean, I served, like I told people, I retired out of the military, and I served with all races. And to this day.
But you didn't look at the color?
I don't look at color today.
No, I don't either. I don't. I look as a friend sitting right across from me right now is one of my biggest allies and supporters through the years, and that's what I see.
I will always be your biggest ally. I will be your biggest friend. I will be your biggest brother until the day God calls me home.
Okay.
But there is not a prejudiced bone in my body. I treat you the same way you treat me. You respect me,
I respect
you. So with that being said,
I hope people can take a listen and listen to what we're talking about, because we know.
They're not going to listen because, like I just told you, you cannot tell me a child is born racist.
No.
A kid is not born racist.
No, it's not. It's inherited from the family.
Taught that by their family.
That's right.
And the only thing that needs to be separated by color is dirty laundry.
There you go. And especially with skid marks.
Yeah. Oh, I got a few of them.
I have my skid marks.
Yeah. I will not tell you what happened 2 weeks ago. I'm going to keep that between me and myself.
It's called I've Been Hurt.
That's exactly what it is.
10:30 this morning. Here's Bill Dill.
washed away the blues when I'm tired of losing, and they're all ganging up on me. The bad times seem never ending. I sing out your melody, and deep down inside of me starts feeling good again. I start feeling free now. Good time music, I love you. You're a friend I'm always turning to. Good time music, I love you. I'm loving you. I know you can always pull me through. When my hopes and dreams awaken to sorrow, and the world seems to fall apart, I just can't face tomorrow. I sing out your melody, and deep down inside of me starts feeling good again. I start feeling free now. Good time music, I love it. Your rock and roll, it makes me feel brand new. Good time music, I love you for pulling me through. I know you can always pull me through. Good time music, I love you. Your rock and roll, it makes me feel brand new. Good time music, I love you for pulling me through, me through. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Good time music, I love you. Oh, Band of Oz. Here on the greatest hits, Lake Kiwi Radio Online at 10:34. I definitely have a very interesting change here. The outdoor temperature on my little meter says 79 degrees, but the official from Oconee Clemson International Airport says 62. So there's something not quite right about my sensor.
Oh, I think
I don't believe it's 80 degrees outside right now.
not quite. If there is, I got some bridges in Georgia, I'll sell you. They ain't got no bridges.
I got some bridges in Erie to sell you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to buy 3 of them.
Speaking of Neary, have you heard about the new development? They started renovation of the old mill.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you remember the mills that they done like over in Greenville?
Yeah, like that.
Like Parker area and stuff like that. That's exactly what they've started doing at beautiful little old Neary, home of Bubba, by the way. Bubba from Neary.
Bubba.
Yeah, so that's coming up.
That's good.
Let's check in with your real quickly the weather forecast. Sunny today, high near 77. Tonight mostly clear, low around 53. Tomorrow partly sunny, high near 80. And then for Sunday night, rain likely, mostly cloudy with low around 62 degrees. And then for Monday, we're checking in with showers likely at around, 9 a.m. And then the weather forecast just disappeared on me. So what'd I say, 60s, 70s for the high coming up on Monday. I think it was like 74. Let's go back here. Let's see if we can pull it up. There we go. High 77 coming up on Monday. Monday night, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 66 degrees. Again, it's actually 62 degrees right now from the Julian Davis Allstate Insurance Agency studio at Madison Point. There you go. And you're talking about Julian Davis.
Earlier.
He's funny. We have a great working relationship too. I tell him like it is, and he tells me like it is.
That's what friendship's supposed to be.
That's exactly right. Let's see here. I got a text coming in. I think this is from Pastor Matt. Let's see. I should be able to link it all except being, Matt, I may be able to fix that, and I'll let you know here in a text message after a while. I'm actually taking tomorrow off from doing my church duties.
Oh, okay.
I need to spend some time with my father. We're going to go ride the motorcycles.
Bless it. Be safe, bro.
Yep. I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about the drivers that on the road.
That's true.
So I think I can fix that, Matt. So I'll let you know here in a little bit that I can actually create a link and it'll automatically start on its own. So Lake Kiwi Radio Online will go live. Because we do the church services on Sunday morning for Ann Hope United Methodist Church starting at 9:30. So I'm going to let Pastor Matt's going to handle it this weekend while I go spend a little time with my father.
That's good.
Stuart checks in this morning. Stuart McGregor. He is Morning Jeff from St. Cloud, Florida. Listening to the program. Says happy Saturday, and happy Saturday to you. And Miss Tina Smith listening, good morning to you. Tina lives up around the Kiwi community, and she checks in this morning. We talked about Kathy Rusk and so many other wonderful folks listening in this morning, and we do appreciate each and every one. We talked about Sandy. She checked in, Sandy Sloan. Debbie checked in. Jerome Hoover has checked in. I know that name from somewhere. Jerome? Yeah, I got to look him up. BJ, of course, Peggy, and let's see, Ortha, Zach, and Debbie, and so many more people have checked in this morning on the program. So we hope that you are enjoying it. All right, where were we at? Oh, I know where we were at. Let's see here. Let's check in on this date and birthdays. Uh-oh. If you know anybody that celebrates a birthday today, wish them a very special happy birthday. Singer Judy Collins is 82. No, I didn't know she was up. She's way up in age. Dan Florick, who was on Law and Order SVU, right. I think he was on the original Law and Order too. He turned 70. Let's see here. Country singer Tim McGraw is 54. Director Wes Anderson is 52. Jamie Doran from 50 Shades of Grey celebrates a birthday today. She's 39 years of age. And anybody else? No, that's it. Is today the Kentucky Derby?
Yes, sir.
It is. The running of the Kentucky Derbies today. Mm-hmm. Also, it is Executive Coaching Day.
Oh, Lord.
Global Love Day.
Global
Love Day.
What is that supposed to
hang
be?
on. Here's the big one. Hug Your Cat Day. Meow.
I ain't got one of them.
I got one I'll let you take.
Nah, you can keep it.
Learn to Ride a Bike Day. It's also Bubba Day, Fitness Day, Homebrew Day, Play Outside Day, Scrapbooking Day, School Principals Day, Start Seeing Monarchs Day, Stepmother's Day, and World Naked Gardening Day.
I like that day.
I do too. There's nothing about like getting dirt between your buttocks.
Nope. No, it's not.
Take your pictures and post it on Lake Kiwi Radio Line if you doing naked gardening today.
No, I don't want to see too many of them. I ain't trying to do it today.
Lake Kiwi, naked and afraid.
Yeah, it would be. That would be a good TV show.
Yeah, Lake Kiwi, naked and afraid.
I don't think I'd be afraid.
Be afraid of snapping turtles, you know.
Yep.
Snap those suckers right off there.
Ooh, what you talking about?
Oh, mercy. All right, 20 away from the top of the hour. We're going to dig into some English beach music. You know the English Drifters?
English Drifters.
Yeah, they had one big old hit from the 1970s. I think you'll remember the play. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Let's listen to this one.
Your mama says that through the week you can't go out with me. But when the weekend comes around, she knows where we will be. Kissing in the back row of the movies on a Saturday night with you. Oh, holding hands together, you and I. Holding hands together, yeah. Smooching in the back row of the movies on a Saturday night with you. We could stay forever, you and I. We could stay forever, you and I. Hugging and a kissing in the back row of the movies. Every night I pick you up from school, 'cause you're my steady day. But from Monday through to Friday night, I'll leave you at the gate, yeah. You know we can't have too much fun till all your homework's done. But when the weekend comes, she knows where we will be. Yeah, kissing in the back row of the movies on a Saturday night with you. Holding hands together, you and I. Holding hands together, oh yeah. Smooching in the back row of the movies on a Saturday night with you. Stay forever, you and I. We could stay forever, you and I. Hugging and a kissing in the back row of the movies. watch TV, but I still think of you. And now and then the gang drops by. We share a joke or two, yeah. You know they don't knock on my door after Friday night for sure. 'Cause when the weekend comes, they know just where I'll be. Yeah, kissing in the back room of the movies on a Saturday night with you. Holding hands together, you and I. Holding hands together, oh yeah. Smooching in the back row of the movies on a Saturday night with you. Oh, we could stay forever, you and I. We could stay forever, you and I. Hugging and a kissing in the back row of the movies. Yeah, hugging and a kissing in the back row of the movies.
My heart was a lonely house where strangers wandered in and out. Ooh, until Tuesday. Many loves have come and gone with days running on and on like a marathon until Tuesday. Everything is Tuesday. Feeling lightheaded and woozy. Everything's been rosy since the day Sweet Tuesday chose me. I wanna thank her, thank her, thank her. I wanna thank her, I wanna thank her for loving me. Sweet Tuesday, darling Tuesday. Too lonely to be free. I walk the streets in search of me until Tuesday. Just the shadow on the wall, shrinking small. But with Tuesday, I stand 10 feet tall. Everything is Tuesday, feeling light, headed and woozy. Everything's been rosy since the day Sweet Tuesday chose me. I wanna thank her, thank her, thank her. I wanna thank her, Starline. I wanna thank her for loving me. Sweet Tuesday, darling Tuesday. Everything is Tuesday, feeling light-headed and woozy. Everything's been rosy since the day Sweet Tuesday chose me. I wanna thank her, thank her, thank her. I wanna thank Miss Caroline. I wanna thank her for loving me. Sweet Tuesday, darling Tuesday. Everything is Tuesday.
General Johnson and chairman of the board, and everything is Tuesday. Oh, that was a good one right there.
Sure was.
Played that one a few hundred times in my career. Now, you know, you are very privileged to know, and for everybody else, that you have the original Beach Music CD collection.
Yes, I do.
I gave you every one of my CDs.
Shh, don't tell everybody.
Okay, I won't.
They'll be wanting this and wanting that.
I can't remember. There was close to 300-400, maybe.
I think I counted it was 368.
Okay, that's what I was
a lot of
thinking.
them.
Yeah, there was a lot of them. See, I already taken all of that music and transferred it to hard drive, but I have a backup to that hard drive as well. So if I lose a hard drive, I've got another copy.
That's good.
But this is a lot of the music that you don't hear anymore.
Nope.
That no one plays. It's a genre of music that, for the most part, unfortunately, has died.
It has.
And, you know, we've been doing these for the last 3 weeks. I've been doing these kind of special shows. You know, predominantly Lake Kiwi Radio is 60s, 70s, 80s, and now the 90s.
Right.
but with a good mix of predominantly 70s and 80s music. And the thing about beach music is the old stuff is still the best.
Right.
Some of this new stuff that's coming out of Myrtle Beach, coming out of the Carolinas, it's gone in a whole different direction that I don't consider it to be true music.
Me neither.
But you also have some DJs out there that are trying to push national hits as Carolina beach music, and that's nowhere near true. Right. It's just absolutely insane of way that beach music has gone.
Right.
Because the height of Carolina beach music came in waves. You had 50s, 60s. Then you had the mid-60s, early 70s. But then you had a lot of influence on beach music from the disco era.
Right.
Tavares is a prime example.
Yep.
Heaven Must Be Missing an Angel, Only Takes a Minute, Being With You. All of those in there encompass the disco era. Then you had another era of the 80s beach. Then you had the 90s beach.
Yep.
And then after the 90s, things started going downhill fast. And then when we lost Joe Pope, we lost Charles, we lost Chairman, we lost General Johnson. It just kept getting worse and worse. And now, even Jim Quick is no longer doing Carolina beach music. He moved up to Nashville. He's doing more country music singing now. And Jim Quick was a fan favorite of mine.
Oh, mine's too.
If you've ever got to see him in concert, and he played Blue Ridge Fest numerous times.
Every time they had the Blue Ridge Fest, it was Jim Quick.
And they put on a heck of a show.
True.
I think the best show that I ever seen at Blue Ridge Fest had to be the Spinners.
Hey, that's what I was about to say.
The Spinners put on one of the best concerts for Blue Ridge Fest that I have ever seen.
Well, I don't think he was paying attention, but that was a little... Some lady, I think, matter of fact, she was a school teacher when I was in school. And I was actually going to get something to drink. Lord, and she grabbed me and she said, we're going to dance. And I said, what about your husband? She said, his hip ain't no good no more. I said, well, let's go. So we went out there and danced. We cut the rug, and there was a few pictures floating around of me and her. And I told her, I said, this better not ever show up on Facebook. But it was fun.
It kind of gives me that meaning of Joe Tex. I ain't going to bump no more.
Well, yeah. But, Jeff, it's been a pleasure, man, and I've got some more stuff I got to do today.
All right. You got to get out of here?
I'm going to get out of here in about another 20 minutes.
All right, brother.
But it's like I said, man, this is something that's going to live with me forever.
Yeah.
Because, it gives me a chance to be with my friend. But it's people just got to understand, if they just knew some of the stuff that we done, and I'm a lot older than you, Jeff.
You are.
You would probably be out by now, and I would just not probably making bail getting out. But I just want all his listeners to know, but I'm telling you, this man right here has been a heart figure. Not one time I've ever called him if I needed tickets to the Blue Ridge Festival. He has never turned me down. And
I haven't. I've given you everything. He
gave me everything except the big $10,000 they was giving away that time.
I know.
I told him, I said, Jeff, you ought to just.
I tried to give you my ex-wife. I'm just kidding.
No. I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna leave that one alone. I mean, but it's been a pleasure, being able to come out here and share some of the memories with you.
You've got an invitation anytime. When I don't have anything, you're more than welcome to come out here and and have fun with us, because this is what we did through the years.
I'm gonna find Scooter. I'm gonna go track him down today.
He's at the Market Mill right now.
Because I got to pick up 2 little babies today. They're my heart, so my grandkids. But
and they're precious too.
Yes, and it kind of makes me feel old. Now that I'm telling my age, I will be 58 this year.
All right, well, I'm going to tell you a story, and I've saved the best for last.
I want to hear it, brother.
All right. So do you remember me and Chef Boyardee Beach, Jerry Peeler?
Oh, my goodness gracious, yes.
You remember that we were doing a little episode of, remember WKRP? And
WKRP Cincinnati.
Johnny and Venus were sitting in the studio, and the more that Johnny drank, the sober he got. You remember that?
Yep.
You remember we did that?
Yeah.
Except
it
reversed.
Yeah, you didn't.
At the very end, I could not even say the call letters, WCCP.
No, you didn't.
And I think at that point, I played a song, and I really didn't remember I played it, but someone told me, said, you realize you played Stroking from Clarence Carter.
Yep.
and it was not edited.
No, that was a lot. That was the original version of
That was the
Stroking.
original version of Stroking.
And matter of fact, I think I got that on my Bluetooth in the car, but I have to listen to the original one. I can't listen to the edit.
Edit, no.
And
Got to listen to the original if you're going to listen
sitting
to
at
it.
a red light yesterday, and I had my windows down, and it got to that part, and this lady she was an older lady too, and it made me feel bad because I'm like, oh my gosh, I just let her really hear what Clarence Carter said. And Jeff, if you could have saw the look on this lady's face, she didn't. To me, it didn't like it. It didn't like it bothered her. It was more like a come on to her or something. And I was like, man, she's probably old enough to be my grandma. But bro, when I tell you, I'm serious. She had her eyes lit up and a smile.
Stroking. Stroking.
I almost thought that was what was about to happen, but she turned right and I kept straight. So, but it was a pleasure, man, and I will be back out this way, and I really enjoyed meeting your wife,
and of course Bud. He loves you now.
You know, Bud is gonna be my adopted brother.
You've got an adopted brother now.
But I love all you people out here
we
in
do
Seneca.
We love you too, brother. And anytime you want to come back over here, just feel free and help yourself.
Well, I will. Maybe me and you might have to just work on a plan, just getting the market mill up here in Pickens. We can get our own little festival going. We don't need the Blue Ridge Fest. We can go up there and turn it out up there at the market mill. But that's what I got to do.
Well, I don't have a problem coming up there and broadcasting one Saturday morning. I think that'd be fantastic.
It would be. And I'm going to talk to Barry Crawford when I go.
I wouldn't charge to come up there and do about a 4-hour show up there and broadcast the show live. I think it would be kind of cool to. I mean, the technology's changed so much. I don't have to haul a lot of equipment.
Right.
As long as I've got a good 4G LTE signal, I can broadcast this show anywhere. So we'd love to do that.
And you pass the word on tonight, and you let all your people out here in Seneca know if they ain't got nothing to do, come on to Pickens to the market mill to see Little Texas tonight.
All right. Spinners now, and I'll always love you.
Breaking my heart, taking my sunshine away, knowing that I'm to blame. Darling, there's nothing that I can say. Darling, I've got to try, 'cause in my heart I know that I'll always love you. I'll always love you, baby. Darling, you have my love no matter where you go. I'll always love you, baby. I'll always love you, baby. Sometimes a man has too much pride to see, but losing your love, my darling, has opened my eyes for me. Darling, you're going away hurts me more and more each day. I'll always love you. I'll always love you, baby. Darling, you have no matter where you go. I'll always love you, baby. I'll always love you, baby. Though you're leaving me behind, girl, you'll never be out of my mind. I'll always love you. I'll always love you, baby. Darling, you have my love no matter where you go.
Music out from the Spinners, and I will always love you. 10:57. Good morning to each and every one around the world at lkradio.online. Good morning to Susie. Thank you for checking in. You and your hubby watching and listening in beautiful, the Sunshine States from Florida. Good morning to you, Susie. Thank you all for checking in and being with us this morning. 10:57, top of the hour, coming up straight ahead, and the final hour today of our program is all set to go. Coming up next.
This is the home of the greatest hits. We're Lake Kiwi Radio Online Seneca, serving the world with the greatest hits of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and the 90s at lkradio.online.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes away from the hour of 11 o'clock. Let's get this party started with the greatest hits, Carolina Beach music style, here on this Saturday morning of the greatest hits here on Lake Kiwi Radio Online. You're coming back. Martha Reeves and the Vandellas here. The greatest hits at 11 o'clock. Bud, the Wonder Dog, is over here looking out the Lake Kiwi Radio studios. Man, we have got an action-packed week coming up. We are getting ready for the Publix grand opening, which is going to be taking place coming up Wednesday morning. And you'll be able to see all of that on Seneca SC Events. If you haven't subscribed to Seneca SC Events and the Facebook page, I urge you to do so, because there you'll find all sorts of information about events and activities that we're taking part in with Seneca SC Events, working with the city of Seneca. And you can watch the broadcast live. Donnie Big and White and I will be broadcasting starting at 6 a.m. The ribbon cutting takes place at 7. And then we've got Seneca High School's prom. That's right. The prom is coming to Prom on the Alley. And we'll be giving you more details coming up here early this week and let you know all about that. And coming up next week, big show for Saturday. And I will let you in on that surprise coming up a little bit later on midweek. Bud, what do you see down there? Bobo. Bud's got his eyes fixed on something, so I have no idea what he's looking at. What do you see, Bud? What is it, Bobo? Bud's looking out the window here. So good morning to everybody. Check in. Hit that like button if you're watching the show or you're listening. Hit the like button, letting us know you're checking in for our broadcast this morning. Again, special thanks to Michael Land for coming out here being part of the fun this morning. It's always great when Michael comes over and gets a part and involved with our show. We love him, and we appreciate him joining us this morning here on the program. Voltage Brothers now. We've got a lifetime guarantee of love, playing the greatest hits. Carolina Beach music style this Saturday morning around the world at lkradio.online. Just for you. Happy Saturday, everyone. It's Jazzy Jeff in the command center of the Julian Davis Allstate Insurance Agency studio at Madison Point of Lake Kiwi Radio.
I wanna be your lifetime guarantee of loving, baby. Anytime, come rain or shine, I'll be ready, baby. I won't let you. Oh no, not me. Give you what you want, baby. Get to see you're what I need. One lifetime just ain't long enough to get enough of your love. I'll be steady, steady with a wicked ready. Whoa, I wanna be your lifetime guarantee of loving, baby. Anytime, come rain or shine, I'll be ready, baby. I won't be too tired, girl, or in a bad frame of mind. No, whenever you decide, girl, whatever's on your mind. No, one lifetime just ain't long enough to get enough of your love. I'll be steady, steady with a wicked ready. Whoa, I wanna be your lifetime guarantee of loving, baby. Anytime, rain or shine, I'll be ready, baby. One lifetime just ain't long enough to get enough of your love. I'll be steady, steady with a wicked ready. Whoa, I wanna be your lifetime guarantee of loving, baby. Anytime, rain or shine, I'll be ready, baby. Your lifetime guarantee of loving, baby. Anytime, rain or shine, I'll be ready, baby. One lifetime just ain't long enough to get enough of your love. I'll be steady, steady with a wicked ready. Whoa, I wanna be your lifetime guarantee of loving, baby. Anytime, rain or shine, I'll be ready, baby.
Well, the Voltage Brothers lifetime guarantee of love, playing the greatest hits. Carolina Beach music style. lkradio.online is our address. Streaming 24 hours, 7 days a week. The greatest hits of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and the 90s. Well, from the Wacky But True file this morning, Indian thief fed bananas to expel gold necklace. Let me read that again. Wacky But True, Indian thief fed bananas to expel gold necklace. I think you know where this is heading. A thief in India swallowed a gold necklace valued at almost $1,000. He was fed bananas and special liquids to help it come out of his body. Okay. Now, I wonder if that goes up in price. If it does come out, do they resell it? I can only imagine. Well, Real Simple Magazine wanted to know what's the craziest meal you have ever served your family in the interest of saving time. Okay? So here are some of the craziest meals. Some family member served a whole bag of beef jerky. Now, I'd be okay with that if it was the soft jerky kind. No problem. Salami wrapped in a tortilla. That sounds interesting. A microwaved baked potato with 1 square of American cheese on top and 1 bag of popcorn and 2 peanut butter cups. And that's according to Real Simple Magazine, the craziest meal that you've ever served your family in the interest of saving time. And if you didn't know, there's a new 4-second workout. A study found that 4 seconds of high-intensity exertion repeated periodically through the day the unhealthy metabolic consequences of sitting around for hours. The study relied on a specialized type of stationary bike that a few of us who will have available at home, but it suggested that even a few minutes or seconds of exercise each day could help substantially bolster our health. So I don't think I've got any problem there to work out. I'm all good. No issues for me. 9 minutes after the hour of 11 o'clock, playing all the greatest favorites for you, just like this one here. It's the Isley Brothers, 1976. And listen to those tunes of the summer breeze. The greatest hits, Jazzy Jeff, Lake Kiwi Radio Online.
Summer breeze all in my mind. Summer breeze all in my mind. No, 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 no. It's all in my mind. No, 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 no. It's all in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Oh, summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. All in my mind. It's hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night. A little light shining through the window lets me know everything's alright. Oh, summer, you make me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Oh, summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Sweet days of summer, the jasmine's in bloom. July is dressed up and playing a tune. When I come home from a hard day's work and you're waiting there, not a care in
kitchen, food cooking on a plate for two. Feel the arms reaching out to hold me in the evening when the day is through. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze.
13 minutes after the 11 hour here, Saturday morning, May 1st, 2020. The Isley Brothers there at Summer Breeze, playing the greatest hits for you, Carolina beach music style. Going to be a picture-perfect day. We'll check in with the weather forecast here just in a short bit for today and tomorrow. It's going to be kind of nice to get out and enjoy yourself. Well, imagine this. A woman who didn't return a VHS tape for 22 years has been charged with a felony. I guess you could say she was on tape delay. A Texas woman learned earlier this week that she was a wanted felon for not returning a 22-year-old VHS tape. Karen McBride lived in Oklahoma when she rented the copy of Sabrina the Teenage Witch in 1999. Oklahoma City Fox affiliate KOKH reported that Norman, Oklahoma store she rented it from, Movie Place, went out of business in 2008. In March of 2000, McBride was charged with felony embezzlement after the tape was not returned, according to the television station. Now, according to McBride, she told this TV station that I lived with a young man. This was over 20 years ago. He had two kids, daughters that were 8, 10, or 11 years of old, I'm thinking, and he went and got it and didn't take it back or something. I have never watched the show in my entire life. It's just not my cup of tea. Now, McBride learned that the charges while trying to change her name on her driver's license after getting married in Texas. KH reported that the local district attorney in Oklahoma dismissed the case Wednesday after reviewing it. She said, McBride said, I didn't try to deceive anyone. Samantha the Teenage Witch, I swear, getting the title's character name wrong and incidentally strengthening her case that she may have never actually watched the show. McBride told the television station she lost multiple jobs over the past 20 years for unexplained reasons, and she will have to sue the state of Oklahoma in order for her to be able to get cleared of her record. So imagine that. You rented that movie from Blockbuster, you didn't return it, 22, you're a felon. One could only imagine. 60 minutes after the hour, 11 o'clock, weather forecast. Going to be a picture-perfect day today. Hope that you can get out and enjoy yourself. For today, we're looking at sunny skies, high near 76 degrees with light winds. Tonight, mostly clear, low back around 53. And then for Sunday, starting off partly sunny with high near 79. And rain moves in Sunday night. Rain likely after 4 a.m., mostly cloudy. Low around 63, and then for Monday, showers likely before 9 a.m., then showers likely and a possibility of maybe a thunderstorm. Showers likely after 11 a.m., mostly cloudy with high near 77. And then for Monday night, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, low around 66. And your extended weather forecast Tuesday on into Friday. There's a good chance of showers each day, kind of like a summertime pattern with highs in the 80s, lows at night in around the mid-60s. Currently right now from the Julian Davis Allstate Insurance Agency studio at Madison Point, we're at 65 degrees right now, 17 minutes after the hour of 11 o'clock. And good morning to everybody online on our Facebook and YouTube stream. Thank you so much for being a part of the fun as we continue playing all of your favorites in Carolina beach music, rhythm and blues, and old-time rock and roll. Let's see, what do we have? Well, let's do this one here. Another one from the great group, the chairman of the board. You got me, ladies and gentlemen. You got me dangling on a string. 17 after 11, the greatest hits with Jazzy Jeff. Good morning.
You got me dangling on a string. Please don't let me drop. My life was surely stop. 'Cause I'm wrapped in a dream of needing you so. My heart's in a noose and I can't break loose. I'm not half the man that I used to be. And I admit it, your love has become a habit to me. And I can't quit it. Won't you take this half a man and make this man whole again? You got me dangling on a string. Please don't let me drop. 'Cause everything I've got is wrapped in a dream of needing you so. The feeling is strong and I can't let go. Every time I phone, your number's changed or disconnected. You have made my life a book of games. I feel so rejected. Girl, you've got the best of. Come and take the rest of me. 'Cause you got me dangling on a string. Please don't let me drop. You're everything I've got. And I'm wrapped in a dream of needing you so. My heart's in a noose and I can't break loose. Girl, my nights are so lonely. Girl, my nights are so lonely. Ooh, I'm needing you only. I'm needing you only. Plenty, plenty good love. Plenty, plenty good love. I only drink enough from your love cup to keep me thirsty. Girl, my need for you is oh so strong until it hurts me. You got me dangling on a string. Please don't let me drop. You're everything I've got. Yes, I'm wrapped in a dream of needing you so. The feeling is strong and I can't let go. You got me dangling on a string. Please don't let me drop. My life will surely stop. 'Cause I'm wrapped in a
Tell me how can you get through when you can't remember who you talking to? Concentration just slips away. 'Cause your baby is so far away. Well, there's a road and it's 6 inches above. And he flies with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love the one you with, love the one you with. Baby, don't be angry, baby, don't be sad. Don't sit back talking about some good times you dreams you've had. 'Cause there's a guy sitting right next to you. Why don't you check him out and see what he wants to get into? Because there's a rose and it's fixing to blow. And the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be for the one you love, hey, love the one you're with. 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 Ooh, you ought to love the one that you're with. You ought to love the one that you're with. You ought to love the one that you're with. Hey, 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 love the one that you're with. Let me hear you listen, yeah. Why don't you love the one that you're with? Why don't you love the one that you're with? Why don't you love the one that you're with? Why don't you love the one that you're with? La 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 la.
On our wedding day, I held your hand and promised my love would last forever. I was being honest. I've been far from perfect. There's so much I put you through, but I meant every word I said. The day I said I do, oh honey, I still do. I still believe you're the only one for me. I still do. The feeling's the same. My heart hasn't changed since I promised I'd always love you. I still do. Sometimes I forget we're in this together. Together, in this together. Going my own way sounds so much better. Better, sounds so much better. Oh, but then I come to my senses. Who am I trying to fool? I need you even more today than I did the day I said I do. Oh, darling, darling, I still do. I still believe you're the only one for me. Yes, I still do. I still do. Feeling the same. My heart hasn't changed since I promised I'd always love you. I still do. I still believe you're the only one for me. Yes, I still do.
That was one half of the Righteous Brothers, Bill Medley there, and I still do. At 11:26, the best Carolina beach music, your favorite oldies. Another Saturday, May 1st, springtime, warm weather, the lakes, barbecue, and great music go hand in hand. That's what you'll find here 24/7 right here, always online for you at lkradio.online. That is our web address for the best of Carolina beach music, plus also your favorite greatest hits tunes of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and the 1990s. We're going to dig back into the archives. Sit back, relax, because this one's a long one. Here's the Embers and Beach Music Melody.
We are having a party, dancing to the music played by the DJ on the radio.
What kind of fool?
Do you think I am now?
You're just a fool. You know you're in love.
What you say?
You gotta face it. You're really in love. Sometimes you're good. Sometimes you're bad. Sometimes you're happy. Sometimes you're sad.
One more time.
You know you love her, but you can't understand why she treats you like she do when you're such a good man.
I wanna jump, but I'm afraid I'll fall. I wanna holler, but the joint too small. Young man rhythm got a hold on me too. I got a rockin' pneumonia and a boogie woogie blues.
How sweet it is to be loved by you. Whoa, yes it is, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Little darling, I need you. Little darling, I love you. Little darling, I want you. Little darling, got to have it. Ooh, Miss Grace, satin and perfume and lace. The minute I saw your face, I knew that I loved you. Are so beautiful. You're such a sight to see. You're the girl for me. Hey, baby, I wanna know if you be my girl. Hey, baby, I wanna know if you be my girl.
Look here, girls, I'm telling you now, they call me love and dance. I rock 'em, roll 'em all night long. I'm a 60-minute man. I heard the news, there's good rockin' tonight. Gonna hold my baby tight as I can. Tonight she'll know I'm mighty man. I heard the news, there's good rockin' tonight. There's a thrill upon the hill. Let's go
just like rain. Well, I'm all alone and blue as can be, and I'm walking, walking, walking up a one-way street. Yeah. Ooh, baby.
Under the boardwalk,
Out of the sun,
under the boardwalk,
or we'll be having some fun.
under the boardwalk,
People walking
under the
around,
boardwalk,
or we'll be falling in love.
under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
Going to the party, get with a bunch. Got $1 for my nipping and a dime for my lunch. Gonna dance a mambo every cent.
And when I wanna get my whistle wet, wanna
Nip zip every day. Nip zip every night. Nip zip every day. Just a nipping and a sipping the time away. Oh, yeah, yeah. You're more than a number in my little red book. You're more than a one-night thing. All I had to take me was just one look. My heart began thumping, babe. You had to jump in. You're more than a number in my little red book. You're more than a one-night stand. In case you get to thinking that you've been took, you're more than a number written in my little red book. You got me dangling on a string. Please don't let me drop. My life will surely stop. 'Cause I'm lost in a dream, needing your soul. Heart's in a noose, and I can't break loose. Give me just a little more time, just a little more time. Our love will surely grow. Just a little more time. Give me just a little more time, just a little more time. Our love will surely grow. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Cheaters never win. Cheaters never win. They always get it. They always get it in the end. Faraway places with strange sounding names. Far away over the sea. Faraway places with strange sounding names. All calling, calling. Time up, ooh, time up. Yeah, time up, ooh, time up. Didn't I treat you right now, baby? Didn't I? Didn't I do the best I could now? Didn't I? So don't you leave me standing in the shadows of love. I'm getting ready for the heartache to come. Don't you see me standing in the shadows of love? Just trying my best to get ready for the heartaches to come. Standing in the shadows. sympathy. I don't mind, 'cause you mean that much to me. Ain't too proud to beg, and you know that. Please don't leave me, girl. Don't you go. Ain't too proud to plead, baby, baby. Please don't leave me, girl. Don't you go. 'Cause there's something about you, baby, that makes me keep loving you. There's something about you, baby, just love you just a little bit more. Truly love you just a little bit more. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Baby, I need your loving. Got to have all your loving. Not too long ago, you said you'd love me till the end. But lately you're indifferent, and I can't even be your friend. If I'm really such a bore, and you don't want me anymore, oh, release my heart so I can love again. I wanna sit there in the sand and watch those golden sands go walking by. I know it isn't fair, 'cause you might really care, but it's different now. The summertime's calling me.
15 minutes of some of the best in Carolina beach music. That is the Embers and the Beach Music Melody, the LP version of I Love Beach Music. I have played that song so many times in 30 great years. So, Lake Kiwi Radio Online is Jazzy Jeff and all of the cast of characters. We will again thank Michael Land, who joined us this morning in our first 2 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, it is none other than Biggin Donnie White. Good morning, Donnie.
Good morning.
Where are you at? Are you still at Edisto?
Well, I'm sitting on a balcony looking at a big body of water.
And it's not Conoross Creek.
No, not Conroe.
Hey, how did the wedding go yesterday?
It went great.
Good.
It was great. Tutus was worn, and we have a picture of the tutus. So
You wait a minute. Whoa. Stop out.
the Donnie Big and White tutu.
You did not wear a tutu yesterday.
I wore a Clemson tutu, and my buddy Patrick wore his Georgia tutu. I had a 4-4 on. I'm a little bit too big for a tutu.
Okay, all right. Well, I can't wait to see the picture of that.
Yeah, boy.
Well, are you ready to come back to the land of living, back to the upstate?
Yeah, we're going to be headed back out tomorrow morning. Everybody's the wedding is over now, and names have been changed, and most of them's out laying on the beach as we sitting out here on the balcony.
No, I figured you might get down there and be careful. Wait, don't wait on the shrimp boat, baby, and don't come home with the crabs.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, when you come back, you and I've got a lot of work ahead of us.
Well, hey, we'll put it on the calendar.
You and I are going to be together at 6 a.m. Wednesday morning.
Yes.
For Publix grand opening.
Oh, I'm ready.
That's official.
I'm ready.
That is official. And then you and I Friday are going to be together at Ramcat Alley.
For the prom.
We're going to be a part of the prom. That's right. Jazzy and Donnie go to the prom.
I've never been to a prom, so I guess I can scratch it off my bucket list.
Well, you can scratch this off your bucket list.
I've been to Edisto now. So I'm good. I've never been here.
You've never been there.
Yeah,
so.
we went out yesterday morning and got some fresh shrimp, and we had Low Country Boil last night.
Gosh.
Oh, it's amazing. Medium shrimp here is like jumbo at home. No, it was so good. We had a ball. I played music last night till midnight. Everybody enjoyed it, and we sat around having a great time.
Did the camera work okay for you?
It did. We had a little problem with the audio part of it, but we got it. No problem. But
Okay.
the camera worked great.
All right. Well, wonderful.
When I get back, we'll do some video editing.
That sounds good. So, but anyway, we're looking forward to having you back. Get ready because we're going to be slammed. We've got 2 big events, plus you got a car show that are happening next weekend.
Yep, Saturday.
And
coming up. Cruising on Main. Special edition of the second Saturday.
Yep.
For Cruising on Main. I'm sure there's going to be some people come out to downtown today, but
well, we've informed them that it's not going to happen today.
Yeah.
And
so,
that
next
Salem,
Saturday it happens, then we go back to normal the next month, back to the first Saturday.
And then we've sending everybody to Salem this afternoon because they're rocked and roaded and ready for their cruise in. And
they swapped with us. They took our first Saturday and we went to their Saturday.
Well,
so
let me tell you, they had a great turnout this morning for the first farmers market in Salem too, by the way.
Oh, great. Yeah, Salem's trying to do a lot of stuff right now to help the community.
Yep. And they've got a brand.
Salem's a great little town.
Absolutely.
Lynn and those guys up there, Lynn's a great guy.
Yep.
I love that.
Well, we want you to be careful coming home, and we look forward to seeing you Wednesday at 6 a.m. with your smiling face at Publix in Seneca.
I might even have me a suntan when I get back.
Oh, gosh. I can only imagine.
Well, I tried to get out there, but they kind of dragged me in. They thought the whale had done beached.
Shamoo!
No harpoon in here, boys. No harpoon. Free Willy.
All right, Donnie. Well, y'all be careful, and we'll see you back here Wednesday.
All right. We'll see you Wednesday.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. That was Donnie Big and White on the guest line, letting you know here's what's happening. Of course, Publix, we will be with you 6 a.m., 7 o'clock, the ribbon cutting, and you'll be able to watch that online at Lake Kiwi Radio Online and also, too, at Seneca SC Events Facebook page. Scooter, we were talking about you this morning. That's right. My good friend Michael Land was over here sitting in for about 2 hours this morning, and your conversation or your name came up. So, Scooter, good morning to you. We were talking about the concert last night with the Tams at the Old Mill Market, and, man, it was a great event last night. There goes Monkey Monster. She's cleaning. Bud right on the heels, going down the stairs. Be careful. Don't let Bud hit you. There comes Bud back in here. See, Bud knows how to get on the camera. But we got a great show today. And, again, thank you to all and everyone that has checked in and been a part of the fun. We appreciate you. Again, next Saturday, 9 a.m., and we have a surprise next weekend. I'm not going to tell you what the surprise is. You'll just have to be watching and get ready because we have a special surprise coming up for you next weekend at 9 a.m. So we hope that you'll join us then. But again, it's going to be a great week. We've got shows Wednesday morning, 6 a.m., and better for photo editing. John's is raw. Well, it really doesn't matter. I'll get to that here in just a few moments. We'll check in with that. Donnie's got some questions he needs to get answered. All right, let's see here. Let's get you out of here with a couple more tunes. Let's do this one right here from the Tams. And again, mark your calendars, July the 3rd this year in Seneca at Gillette Field. The Tams will be here playing all of their great favorites. Folks, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Saturday. Here's Silly Little Girl.
Silly little girl, come back to me. 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 Hey, girl. You know I want you. Hey, girl. You know I need you. Hey, girl. Come on back to me. Come back to me. Silly little girl, come back to me. Silly little girl, come on back to me. Silly little girl, you mean the world to me. You know you need me by your side. Don't listen to your foolish pride. Come on back to me. Come back to me. Silly little girl, 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 come back to me. Hey, girl. You know I want you. Hey, girl. You know I need you. Hey, silly little girl. Come on back to me.
Say, little girl, you found somebody new. Everybody knows he's not the guy for you. I don't care who's wrong or right. Forget we had a silly fight. Hey, silly little girl, come on, come on, come on, come on back to me. Silly little girl, come 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 back to me. Hey, girl, I want you. Hey, girl, you know I need you. Hey, girl, little girl, come on, come on, come on, come on back to me. Come back to me. Silly little girl, come back to me. Silly little girl, come back to me. Come on.
Darling, since I met you, my whole life has been rearranged. You pushed back my clouds of sorrow. You're my sun at the end of the rain. 'Cause when I was down and out, just like a mother, you took me in, sweet baby. And now, without a doubt, honey, we're much more than friends. 'Cause we've got love on our side. We're gonna let love be our guide. And it's all because of you, sweet baby. Every little thing I do, I owe to you. I'm a brand new man. Oh, yes, I am. Because of you. Every day is a new day since you came into my life. 'Cause you opened the door to happiness, and I've got to make you my wife. 'Cause I was lost and going in circles, then you found me. Oh, yes, you found me. You sheltered me and you loved me. Then you built your whole world around me. And we've got love on our side. We're gonna let love be our guide. And it's all because of you, sweet baby. Every little thing I do, I owe to you. I'm a brand new man. Oh, yes, I am. Because of you. Because of you. Oh, baby, sweet baby. Girl, I remember when we first